Oh. Hello. Hello. Welcome.
How are you feeling? I am Zero.
Welcome to hopefully the finale of 999. Let me just... Oops, my box. Let me just fiddle with it for a moment. There we go. Okay. There's that one room I haven't done. Torture room? Oh, right. I didn't mean to do this. Hang on. I'm sorry. When it said memories, I didn't expect it to actually... Yes. I didn't expect that to happen. Sorry. Hi. Okay, let me still just... 3rd, 2nd, kitchen operating. I can't figure out what order these are in. Close that. Of course I forgot to mute my phone again. I am just waiting for people to arrive. Actually, I can do this. It's gonna turn blue. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Hi. Welcome back. This puzzle. I did the math on this last night, or earlier today, I mean. I did not use a guide. I just remembered the numbers. So let's go. Okay, one more time. So 6 was 1, 6, 8. And that's 15. Nope. These go back. This is here. Right? Yes! Math is correct. Math has been confirmed correct. Okay, now I can delete that from the notes. Okay, this is it, right? But nothing's happening. There are still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Okay. Okay, cross is the second one. Hey Junpei, something just showed up on the screen. This puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. Yeah, but there's more of those red balls you can't move. Hi Ash, you just missed me doing the first section of that. The numbers for each area are different too. It looks like it's got the same rules as the last one though. You sure you don't want to double check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyway, like they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture's worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? So this is us trying to escape. 1 and 7. Oh god. No. I just figured out the first one. And it needs to be at least 3 in each. 2. 1 is 10. So 2, 3, 5, and this is 10 plus 15. That's 25. 25 is 7. Okay, that's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. And which was the left? Here. Weird circle. Gotcha. Damn, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same though. Don't you think you should double check it? Come on, this is the 3rd time I've done this. It'll be fine. So this, if you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. I'm sorry. You must have slept weird. Oh, shut up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Oh, 7 and 7. And I can't use 3. 2 and 7 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. 15 becomes, no. So 2 plus 8 plus 6. No, wait. 2 plus 8 is 10, 16. Yeah. And 4, nope. I forgot to switch over. 4, 5, 7. Yes. Yes. Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And a coffin. This is the 4th one. This puzzle looks a lot like the last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Okay. Two and 8 is 10 plus 7. And then this. This combination will not open the door. What? Hey, Pro Sale. Okay. Two and 7 is 9. What? 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 Two and 7 and 4, 5, 8. What? Oh. Damn it, I just don't get this at all. The rules are displayed on the screen. I don't have any items left. 3 to 5 balls into a single area. But if I only have... What? Oh. Thank you. Huh? Where did that noise come from? Underneath the keyboard? Way to go, Junpei. You answered all the questions. Damn, Junpei, good job. Hey, did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe.
A picture.
Look at this photograph.
What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Oh!
He had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And this second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
That I didn't realize.
He's the ninth man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit,
That's Ace.
Man,
One moment.
that's Ace.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How?
Yeah, how?
How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
No, we did not, because of course, why would we look on the back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Huh.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago.
Holy heck.
That means Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen.
You know, I didn't realize that Cap was one of them. That has not been revealed until this ending.
But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
You did already know.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
I don't understand why they have the brackets around certain things.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence.
You say coincidence as if you don't understand what the word means. Because a coincidence is not two people having a very similar voice. A coincidence is two different people mentioning a third person on the same day. Two people having the same voice it's a weird definition of a coincidence.
I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada. But Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why?
My stomach.
Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashi.
Now he remembers he's a cop.
Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it! Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Notary Project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Ash. Okay, that's a 20-second timeout.
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
This is big.
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo. From the right, the other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man, and Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. Give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it.
We've seen this before
Men
in
black
the
suits, many of them carrying large bags.
torture room.
Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
That guy's
Don't
paying
move.
attention to him.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Oh no.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie
Creepy
an
voice.
anchor to your feet, and I'll find you for a week. What did you want? The fish here would love a meal.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground.
And then got
And
knocked out.
suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink. A toilet with no privacy.
I mean, there is a wall.
I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. It would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from?
Under the bed.
Pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
I don't understand why we need a picture of the toilet while he's pulling on the grate.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
You are allowed to untime yourself out now, Ash.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get.
It happens. Just wanted to make sure you knew you were allowed to.
And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then, there was a voice.
We've heard that before.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator was bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices.
The last time we heard this, Ace and Snake burned to death.
A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care that. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. There had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. And the ceiling was an upside-down funnel.
I found it.
Almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for. They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
That's Santa. No. Is it? I feel like it is. Right? Right?
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously.
But then, the girl who died was not his sister. If he's on the
I'm
boat,
a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
then she's in the building.
It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kinda cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Just Make a ladder and climb up the chimney, like a human ladder.
Can't you hear it?
Or not
that
the
voice said the
chimney.
incinerator's gonna start up soon.
The vent.
So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
15, nothing.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach.
Dang it.
What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
No.
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of it, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator.
The sheets?
Then...
The mattress?
Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope.
Yes, the toilet.
Sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
10 minutes left.
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
5 minutes left.
The wall shook a bit and a voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! Grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform, the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here?
Is that Ace?
Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
I think that's Ace.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo,
It
the
is.
CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
I was just about to say, didn't Hongo recognize 7? But he couldn't have because he has the, is it aphasia? And 7 didn't recognize Hongo because he had amnesia.
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him.
Prosopagnosia, yes, that thing.
I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
3?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
1? Already?
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar.
It's the other side of the incinerator door.
It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator.
This is the number 9 door.
Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, he opened the door, so he should be fine.
That meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. Up and up and up. Feet pounded the steps. Our arms pumping fast. Round, round, round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Is that Snake? I feel like that's Snake.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Wait, what? Why is he on the same as his sister?
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Nobody answered him. I guess I cut that line off.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop.
And they were wearing bracelets
So
back
did the
then
other
too.
two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
Turn to go. Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
Just escape.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following.
So this must have been before Snake was blind.
We ran all the way to
Did
the
he?
bottom floor.
Was he blinded in the traffic accident where he lost his arm?
Nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly,
Help me! Somebody help me!
we heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
That's a 5.
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
He is a complete fucking psychopath.
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut.
But if he survived, she probably did too.
We ran to the door.
Unless he, like, literally kept her out.
We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But...
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
He started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
The voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
I was just thinking. This couldn't all have been 1 minute.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah,
Can they
we're
climb
here.
back up
Just
the
hang
thing?
on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please! Please help me! I'm really, really scared! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
Okay, this game is insane.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out.
Burning
I
a
promise.
child
I promise,
to
okay?
death.
You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended. And we heard something... burning. We
You could have climbed back up the chute.
The fire stopped.
If you
but we still
slid
didn't
down
move.
it, he's big enough that he could have just braced against the thing.
Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Yeah.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Okay. Yeah.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
I'm still confused why the siblings would be on the same boat, in the same place.
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Ace.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
I'm still confused how June is dead and not dead. Or Akane, I guess.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material has been added to the file screen. Keycard 0. Where's the door? There. Alright, let's just swipe this card. Junpei, look, it's unlocked. Yeah, now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. Alright, let's go. I found it!
Huh. I think the
Trophy
shaking
earned,
stopped.
seek your way out again.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too. Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go.
He must be jingling like a mofo at this point.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! I think it unlocked.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
The incinerator is the incinerator, yes.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it. Let's go.
What the hell is going on?
I'm just curious. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares left.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
I don't understand how she remembers things that happened to the other Akane if she's dead. I'm confused.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Ace grabbed the gun and shot at him.
I don't have it. I
The
got
Lotus did.
sucker punched and
Oh.
they took the gun. What? Who took it? What? Isn't that obvious? I took the gun. Ace. Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
The room with the coffin.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The 9th man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
Ha.
One more time. Now open! No! What is this? Why? That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now! No!
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
Then now she gets to tell the
If a
story.
suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat. 9 years ago? Then you must be... Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ha.
Ace. You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet.
Snake's alive.
All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself.
We'll see.
so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid.
Oh, he was already blind.
But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the Red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed.
And he exploded.
And poor Nijisaki was dead.
Sorry. Hang on, let me just...
Do you mean to say... Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead.
Me too.
Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
But we don't know if Jumpy has a sibling, but Jumpy's not in the game. Like, he wasn't in the game 9 years ago. He wouldn't have blocked that out for this long, at this point.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Huh. Let's see.
The Elephant Man is up and running around, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned him in a few days.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
Ah.
0.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you?
Witness/accomplice.
You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Dun dun dun! That's a good timing, too.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it.
Dun dun dun!
Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you.
Dun dun dun! Okay, I'll stop.
But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero.
Dun dun dun! Okay, I wasn't done.
Zero's you.
Dun dun dun!
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Okay, I think I'm done.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurishiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago.
And now he's playing some
I
terrible
made it out.
music.
So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
Oh?
What?
June is Zero.
Wait, what?
Dun dun dun.
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant.
Still an accomplice.
I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurishiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurishiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
That's where June's at, in case you're confused about this.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon?
Telepathy.
For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact.
The, multi-whatever fields. No. Mega something field. Metamorphosis field. Morphological fields. Morphogenetic, right. But that still doesn't explain why the siblings were on the same boat. They both shouldn't have been in the same place. So June is his sister, but it wasn't June that died.
The
But it was.
morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information?
Because if it's genetic, they should be in two places. Different places.
That was what this experiment was conducted to determine.
Otherwise it doesn't make sense.
There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q.
But if June's a twin, there were 3 siblings? Akane, Santa, and him? But I'm not the sibling with... Because he and June are supposedly siblings.
The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q.
Yes.
However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
Parallel the universe. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. Simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backwards. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck information from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also Zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really Zero. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than Zero. That's a book, by the way. I don't remember if I've read it, but I've seen the movie. Or maybe it's the other way around. Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be Zero. Huh. Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why's Clover... Oh shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks strange. I really wish this was voiced, by the way. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered door with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Demon's headache is gone. Seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn! Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped?
Mm-hmm.
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No, 2. Turn on the incinerator or just fucking leave.
No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. Here's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26 equals 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping out pages like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least Seven got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Two plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. So we gotta leave Lotus behind.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she's figured it out too. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
Well, don't we have spare bracelets?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Hmm. Nine doesn't open the door.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. Walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole Seven popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. No? I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A Kane vision! I just noticed myself. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself inside Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. I'm confused. I mean, everyone else saw her too. Right? Because Seven asked where she went. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. Yeah, still. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the notary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
So her name is actually Clover? Huh. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers. Oh my god. That is so sweet.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
So is she Zero?
Since it's her 9th birthday,
No, Akane
I
is
thought 9
Zero.
4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship.
Yes, I understood that. But I was just thinking that it would also make sense for Clover to want revenge. Because why? But then again, why would she choose to do this on her 18th birthday?
If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
I think that girl right there is Lotus's daughter. Because I don't think it's the girl at the very top. When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We're calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. For long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
my brother Owie swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Okay, I'm sorry, I just gotta point out a grammatical thing here. If it's a pair of eyes, shouldn't it be was? Every pair was filled with despair. Or am I completely wrong there? Because the active word is pair, not eyes. Eyes is like submissive to pair, isn't it? I'm looking at chat now, waiting for Ash to unravel his mind and decide. Their mind. Sorry. Okay, fine. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. It was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Technically correct is the best correct. The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. I feel like 7 should have been the last. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Owie, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upwards like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps no one had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
Jumpy's present? I knew I had had it with me when we passed through the vents. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
I don't remember the present. It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom... Oh no. The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace. Yeah.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corner of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Sorry. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. Felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. Pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then, suddenly...
Akane!
The door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then...
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering there was an object in there, not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where'd Tron go?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes.
And now we're in Junpei vision.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Now we're back in present day. Holy shit. Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that's one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
What clicked? Junpei's a ghost, and she was all along, but she's such a strong transmitter that she's managed to teleport herself into the minds of everyone on the ship.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now.
Ah. So if I figure this out now, June can figure it out in the past, and then she evaporates because she evaporated, and she reappears.
I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn!
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Yeah.
Well...
He tried to warn people about the Titanic. So he possessed someone from the future.
God damn it! Okay,
Or the past,
fine.
I mean. Except this is the other way around.
I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want.
Ah. Yeah.
But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why
But
me?
I'm not June, right? I'm actually an actual person. And June's just a ghost. Right now. She will unghost soon.
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
Yes.
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
I've been in here before.
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving. What else can I say about it but...
What the hell is that?
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my unfrightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kinda freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kinda drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Oh, man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. What the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Ugh. Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure they'll... Huh, well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Oh, God. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered around a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Oh. Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
If this is actually timed, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. So I was there. Either that, or she's talking to Jumpy in the future. Or about Jumpy in the future. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. Frightening, evil face. It was Hangao. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Fuck you. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hangao, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself
Gentleman?
a terrible person?
Fuck you.
That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
Fuck you.
A way out?
Fuck you.
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Fuck you.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the lead will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hangao left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. Based on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. Grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Fuck you. I hear Hangao's muffled voice from across the room. Spelling error. It should be voiced, not voiced.
I've already told you.
Sorry,
didn't
I'm
I?
picky.
Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
A 9-year-old fool. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Yes, I do. Fuck you.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes.
He's the CEO.
I imagine it will be.
He just
very
picks up the phone and says to someone, fix it. And then when they try to ask questions, he's like, I don't know, fix it. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs, broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
Yes. What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pockets. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me!
Okay, this fucking game.
Help me! Jumpy! Jumpy! Jumpy!
Yeah.
Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Now we're switching through the ether.
Akane? Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd you go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Okay, 7.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
Well, just get through the cutscene and let me start puzzling. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the no-nuri game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is, Zero is, Kane Kurashiki. She recreated history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Kane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. Felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Yes. Seek a way out. Okay, that's the only one I can't move. Okay, I am just gonna pull up this thing I made where all the numbers are listed as letters. Oh, it was Sudoku. Okay. So there's a 1 and an 8 here. Okay, there needs to be... When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. This square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. Then there is some specific meaning to there being 2 modes. What could it mean? Okay, so 5 and 4 and 5 and 6. I need to change this. This is a 9 in all directions. And this is a 9 in all directions. We need to change this so that this is also a 9. No. Yeah. No. Wait, the 3 is wrong. The 3 is wrong. So a 1 there? No? Okay, I don't understand this. Oh, okay. So 1 plus 8 equals 9. 3 plus W. Well, W is supposed to be 32. I don't understand how this works. This doesn't change, and I can't just blank out the whole board. But how does this even matter? Because there's nothing. Okay, if I move the O, no. Okay, well this one and this one, I understand that becomes 9. And this is also 9. And 3 and R becomes 2. Okay, let me think. R is 27 plus 3 is 30. 3 plus 0 is 3. So how does this become 2? Or R is 27. I do. So if R is 27, that's 9. Then it still becomes 3. If we move that, and okay, so this plus this is 9. This plus this is also 9. This plus this is 9. This plus this is 9. But how does this become a 2? 8 plus P. P is 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. That's a 6. So this one's correct. But R is 27. We know this. This has been thoroughly established. So how are these two? What is the goal? S is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35. That becomes an 8. 35 is 8. Yeah. These two have the same number despite both of them. Oh, this one, yeah. P is 25 plus 8 is 33. Yes, yes. So we need to put a 6 here. That means there needs to be a 9 there. Hang on, I need to sneeze. Well, I don't have a 9 and I don't have an I. They're digital roots, yes. I understood that. And this remains until... Okay, now this one's correct in both directions. And 5 plus S. S is 28. So that's 33. Oh, all 4 of them. Three plus 8 is 11, plus R. R is 27, that's 38. 3 plus 8 is 11, yes, yes. Okay. So is the goal to get all of them to 9? Or is the goal... Because if so, this one needs to change. This one, and we need to put 7 plus 8 is 15, that's 6. So if I put a 3 there, and then R, 3 plus 8 is 11. Oh, hang on. Duh. I just realized it. So the password is password? No? The password is 9. Trophy earned, is that your final answer?
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Once I realized that I almost had a password down there, I'm like, is it really this easy? Am I really this dumb?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
So now I rewrite the past.
Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were different sort of tears. Okay, I just have to check. Oh my god. There's so much left. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. You know what? You know what? They are not gonna last.
Whew.
Because the pressure of him having saved her life from the future is gonna fuck them up good. I'm sorry. But it is. They are. They're gonna break up. I can't quite believe I did that. But I am so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Or maybe this never happens. Because she didn't die. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course!
Hang
up.
up.
Fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hangao had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
No?
Shut it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Oh fuck.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. Yes. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Done. Door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
It's a Q.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
So Q is 26. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us!
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And here goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still gotta find the dead. It's right on the other side. Whose hand was it that was all gray? Those are sex noises. Those might be sex noises.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
So he knew. Let me think here. 1 is Ace and he's gone. 2 is Snake and he's here. 3 is Santa and he's gone. 4 is Clover and she's here. 5 is me. 6 is June and she's gone. 7 is 7. 8 is Lotus and 9 is Dead. So he knew that he, Ace, and June and 9 wouldn't be here. So either he reprogrammed it from the other side, or we just fell into a major fucking trap. He expected this outcome. Or they, I should say. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But... nothing. Well, she's not here, because she's saved. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
So we changed the past. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Well, their parents are dead, right? I'm pretty sure that they were already dead when this happened. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body when it had seemed like an eternity. Well, you've been trapped in there for 9 years, being dead and all. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongao had dropped me on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd called 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongao seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. I took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. So this is how it becomes 16 18 instead of 16. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe the real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
Oh, yes, building queue.
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
I'm amazed how well they run and talk without, panting.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Oh.
Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
I figured it out.
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase q.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body's dying for air. You're still breathing! It's not like your oxygen disappeared. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. Nope, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Some of these might still be sex noises.
Whew.
Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here!
Please do.
Are we? Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. I found it. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. The last cry echoed across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Do. So this game is really fucking weird. Yes, finally, air. Ah. Damn, that sun is bright. So I think we're in the Nevada, in Building Q. I can barely see anything. Huh, I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait.
No way.
You have got to be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
The middle of the fucking Nevada desert. It is.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Dun dun dun! Happy?
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. I'm not sure this is a sunrise. This is very bright. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Connie.
Jumpy.
Guess I must have been pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Well, that's because she's fucking there, you dumbass. She and Aoi and Ace hung out. Oh wow! The game has credits. And that is Alice. Oh, I like this song. Yes. Yes, this was kinda crazy. And hi, Kisnell, welcome. Is that the first thing you've said today? There were a bunch of weird sounds, yes. Potential sex sounds. But there were no creepy stories. Oh, poor him. Look how beat up he was.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
he
I
got
couldn't just
beat
stand
up.
there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. Absolutely like 6 or 7 in the morning. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know. Or it was their own fucking ride back. Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seats. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Clover?
Woohoo! This is so fun!
Happy birthday, honey.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Area 51? Yes, yes. Headcanon accepted. This is absolutely Area 51. No, wait, that's in New Mexico. This is Nevada. Why would he need an international license if we're in Nevada?
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them, quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
Sorta. Yeah. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could have.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
He doesn't have a missing tooth in the cover art. So either that was a baby tooth or he had a, what's it called? False tooth.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too, but I ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
What?
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Oh, right.
Yeah, the bunnies.
You plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could. If he's still alive.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Our car? Their car? His eyes just look empty, no emotion. Okay, so our car. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
So completely fucking selfish reasons, like a psychopath.
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Back with the tape. I think that's enough for you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. See? Told you.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. Catch him when he finally slipped up.
I'm sorry if you saw me jump. There was a noise. I don't know if it was here or if it was upstairs. It sounded like something sliding. But I don't see anything move.
During the course of my investigations.
You heard the noise, okay.
Learned a lot more about the Gigantic.
Hang on, I'm just gonna get up for a minute and see if I see something weird. Nothing fell off the couch. Nothing fell here. Oh, it was my backpack. I don't know why. I put a sweater on top of it. I put this on top of it before I went to, before I started the stream, and it just now fell. So it's been fine for 3 hours, and then it suddenly just fell. Anyway.
I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it. At the root of a peculiar plant.
Oh, and that's, whatever the sedation thing is.
My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Mandrake?
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
Soporil, yes.
I used that extract to create Soporil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Cape's going back on, Hangao. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
The doll?
What's this?
The doll.
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
That explains so much. So much.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
So much.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, it already has your sweat on it, so it is connected to you now, so sorry.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't going to get to see each other too much? I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
They're adorable.
So I give this. It me. So we always...
It's me.
Together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
That explains the whole game, really. He gave her a voodoo doll, and she talked to the voodoo doll, and the voodoo doll can talk into the future. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
Well, that explains why she hasn't dated anyone, because she's been a ghost since she was 10. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. Wait, the sky melted down towards the horizon? Don't they mean the sun instead of it? I'm sorry, people, but what were you doing? This does not make sense. I'm not crazy, right? That sentence does not make sense. Well, someone should have just read it. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hill. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Giganta, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Is it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? I think this might be the same ending as the iOS ending, because this was released after or at the same time as the iOS version. I think so. Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. Oh, there's a novel. There is one other logical explanation. Oh. Well, was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. You couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What?
Is that a novel only in Japanese, or is it in English as well? Alice! That is a dress, or an extreme lack of a dress. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. And yes, I just needed to keep it on there for a little while. Trophy earned, don't forget your towel. Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? After saving, the game will restart from the beginning. Yes, I would like to save. It's blue again. Yes, I want to overwrite. We have all the endings. Yes, Alice's coffin was inside Q the entire time. Ah. So that's one ending. So this ending unlocks this ending. Okay. Oh, a syringe ending. Yeah, no, that must be the novel only. Or the iOS version, but I can't stream iOS. If you want to stream it, I'd be happy to watch. I'd even host you when it happens. And I'd help you with all the puzzles. Although I probably think that's too old. Actually, let me check. 999. Search. No, it's not under 9999 persons. If I search for 9 persons, the top result is Tinder, and Meetup, and Mingle, and Love Again, and Two, and Swipe Right for True Love. Let's Google it. 999 iOS. I agree. 999 on iOS lacks any actual gameplay. Support for 999, the novel iOS, ends in a few weeks. Apple wants to remove 32-bit apps on both macOS and iOS. Someone put up the novel. Touch Gameplay put up a preview of the novel on YouTube. So I guess it's gone. There's a link to the app here. Oh, I don't want to know anything else, but I know it's very wacky. It's too bad they took it down from the iOS store, because I still have an iPhone 4S that could run it, because it's still on like iOS 9 or something. Stop reading or you won't enjoy the rest of the streams. I'm still gonna stream Game 3 as well, because I am hooked. This is super weird. So 999, the novel, is a digital novel. I don't understand why these are X's. Okay, I just gotta check something here. Don't forget your towel. I got that ending just now. Seek a way out again, I got. And is that your final answer? I got. So I think I have all the trophies for 999 now. 999 now. And I should hide secret trophies, because I don't want to spoil myself for VLR. But I did just find out that each character has an ending in VLR. Virtue's Last Reward, that is. So oops. But yeah, we are now officially super done with the game. Let me just back out and see if I can menu. Yes, give me menu. Give me menu.
What the?
Menu. Save. No. Yes. Memories of the escape. Which one didn't I have earlier? Library. No, wait, study. Study. Yes, study is the one I didn't have earlier. I was looking at this. Okay. I know it's only been 3 hours, but I really don't feel like starting over on Virtue's Last Reward again right now. I don't know what these are. I think it's the thing that runs while I'm waiting for the game to, well, while I'm not interacting with the game. I think it's those. But thank you for hanging out. I am gonna end the stream now, and I will see you on Friday. So Happy New Year. And I hope you have a good one without any tears, even though that doesn't exactly match up. No, Preview has been here all along. I'm just not sure both of these were here, but at least one of them was here earlier. So you go into your game and see. Oh, a B, okay. I don't know how long I've had it, but I've had it for a while, I feel like. Either way, thank you for hanging out, and Friday is the next stream. It's not Subnautica. I forgot there was a game I wanted to stream on New Year's Day, so we start Subnautica next week. Sorry about that. Anyway, bye.